Hey all, so this is a quick video update. I'm trying to do this whole daily video thing, and okay, lesson of the day. And I read this book called If Life Were a Game, These Are the Rules. Now, I forget the author off the top of my head, but Vicky and I were reading that, and that's fantastic. One of the lessons in there was that there are never failures, never unhappy, well, there are unhappy circumstances, but there are only lessons. Like within everything, there's only lessons. So here's a lesson. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I've been going through identity theft since the first half of the year. It was like right when my mom went to the hospital. It was a really, like, we were really, really worried about losing mom. And that was like Christmas time, 2015, right? And that's exactly when apparently someone snuck into the mail at my old address and somehow got my social security number. They got obviously the old address. Then they got my credit card. And so they started charging a bunch of things and also opening up brand new accounts. So I've been dealing with that for the last like 4.5 months. And when it comes down to it, every time that I tried to, go ahead and complete, certain things in the police report, well, either this is missing, that is missing, and all that kind of stuff. So what I did is I hunkered down and I just said, okay, all day today, I'm going to be spending this like only this, like this is what I'm going to be doing. And so I studied like the FTC website. I studied all these other people that have gone through identity theft. And I'm like, okay, what's this? What's this? What do I need? 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 Now, I got everything, like everything. I got copies of everything that I could possibly need to prove that it's me and all that kind of stuff, right? And so what I did is I, after getting all that stuff, went to the police report again. First off, it might just be that it was a different officer, so things were a lot easier for me this time. But when I filed this report and gave this update on the report, all that kind of stuff, it was like smooth. It was like a hot knife through butter, smooth. And I just loved it because I have finally like all the things that I need so I can send everything to each credit bureau and all that kind of stuff, so I can finally get the points back on my FICO score. It dropped by about 100 points. Like, yeah, I haven't seen those numbers since I was, didn't have credit. Like, I think even without credit, my numbers were better than right now. And so that's going to be good within the next 30 days or so. And so I'm super excited about that. But lesson, okay? 2 lessons. Number 1, when you're more prepared, things are easier, right? So that's just it. So when you're more prepared, things are easier. Lesson number 2, I can force myself to stick to a chair for longer than 5 minutes. And so what I did is I used something called the Pomodoro technique, where it was like 25 minutes of focus, uninterrupted work, and then 5 minutes of rest. Because I noticed that when I was sitting in my office, I noticed that all the materials, I just needed to focus, right? I noticed that I kept on wanting to find things to do. I kept on wanting to find distractions within, oh, I should clean this up, or oh, I should call this person, or oh, I should do that, right? I kept on wanting to look for distractions, and practicing mindfulness, I'm like, I don't have to get lost in the distraction to know that I'm attempting to be distracted, right? And so because I was practicing the Pomodoro technique, right, 25-5, I focused, like I attempted to move a millimeter, and I was like, nope, can't even move. I must stay in this chair, like focused, doing this work only. And so that, I think, is the only reason that I stuck to the same chair and did not move, because I kept on wanting to get out of the situation. Like I hate these files. I hate looking up all these different statements and finding all these numbers and finding like, oh, you have to get this form and that form. Like I can say that I hate it, right? And I use hate very conservatively. It's something that I will do everything in my power to never do ever again for the rest of my life after this experience. But I did it. And so I'm very proud of myself. So anyways, using that Pomodoro technique is I was able to learn about myself. Like, man, even though I really, really hate it and I'm looking for distraction, I started to think, man, where are other things that I'm looking for avoidance? Where else am I trying to distract myself in order to avoid doing the work that's necessary, but that I don't really want to do? Some people over at our gym, it's, oh, I can't find a workout because I got busy with this, this, and this. And yes, sometimes that's legitimate, but sometimes we can just legitimize our distractions, instead of hunkering down and doing it, right? Sometimes it's in the business. Why don't I, go talk to this person? Why don't I go introduce Usana to this person that could really use it? But because I'm embarrassed, I'm withholding the benefit of what this could do for someone else. And that can sometimes hurt. And it's really about just avoidance. And so that's something I learned about myself, that I avoid hard things that I don't want to do just as much as anyone else. But if I do force myself to do it, I can do it. And so even if it's something I'm really not good at, that I really, 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 really don't like, I can do it. And if I'm more prepared, I will never have to do it again for the rest of my life. And so I am definitely investing into an accountant, definitely investing into a lawyer, definitely investing into, and just having these things on call all the time. So that's something just to make my life better, so I never have to sit doing forms ever again. So no more forms. That's it. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching this quick, this is a long video, 6 minutes. But other than that, take care. I hope that these lessons are valuable to you, that even if you don't like it, even if you find yourself avoiding, you can do it if you just give yourself a time limit to focus, allow the distraction time, but also allow that focus time. As well as, hey, if you're more prepared, you will definitely not run into the problems that some people run into. I was on both sides of that. So other than that, take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.